Hello and welcome to episode number 72 of WITM, where it's time for SmackDown Live, but to add insult to injury for Corey for I believe the first time in Season 3, he has been left off of the card. Corey not in action, so we will be simming this SmackDown Live, but Corey has a little something to say about that. So let's find out what it is as he confronts SmackDown COO Shane McMahon. Trying to find a better shot, excuse me. Yeah, sure, whatever. Alright. Corey speaks. I've been looking for you, Shane. I'd like you to explain a few things to me. Number one, explain to me how, after beating the then WWE Champion AJ Styles on multiple occasions and current WWE Champion Finn Balor on multiple occasions, how in the world I'm not in the WWE Championship title picture. You know I should be holding that title already. Shane responds, Corey, look, you know the system. Heck, it's the very system that your friend Andrew put in place in ECW. You've been impressive. I'm not going to deny you that. So I suggest you bounce back from your loss of the Intercontinental Championship, start another hot streak, and attempt to reclaim the Intercontinental Championship from Sheamus at SummerSlam. Corey responds, you tell me how I'm supposed to do that. You've kept me off of tonight's card. And besides, what I want, what I deserve, is Finn Balor at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship. You saw yourself that I was jumped last week. Let me get my revenge, and what is rightfully mine at SummerSlam. Shane responds, Corey, look, you're not entitled to anything. In case you haven't noticed, I have a show to run tonight. Alright, so Corey not happy that he has been left off of the main event scene, with Mark Henry just barely staying in that spot. One spot above being demoted down, in which Corey would have taken his place in the WWE Championship picture. Shane says, Corey, just get your head back in the game. Focus on reclaiming the Intercontinental Championship. Corey says, forget that. I want the WWE Championship. I want Finn Balor at SummerSlam. Shane says, you are entitled to nothing. And walks away to do his duties as SmackDown COO. So, that continues, and I expect we'll hear more about that later in future episodes. But for now, Corey is off the card. We'll also take a look at his rankings, Corey, and it does not get better for him. Corey has dropped down 6 spots in overall. He has lost one of his stats effects. He does still have the momentum stats effect that's stacked 8, so that is going increases his defensive attributes by 8, but he has lost the hot streak that increased his all of his attributes by 1, which means he has lost 6 overall. So Corey losing at least 6 points in every single attribute after losing the Intercontinental Championship, and that is going to hurt. Alright, so we are going to sim this SmackDown then, the only time we have had to do that here in Season 3, with Corey being on every other SmackDown Live, and I believe in the main event every week. Alright, so Beauty and the Man Beast defeated Cesaro and Sheamus So they will move up 2 spots in the SmackDown Tag Team title rankings. Becky Lynch will move up 2 spots in the SmackDown Women's Championship rankings, though it doesn't matter because she's already guaranteed a SmackDown Women's title shot against Eva Marie in our only confirmed match of SummerSlam so far, because she won that 6-woman Money in the Bank ladder match at Money in the Bank. The Ascension with an upset victory over American Alpha. Nikki Bella with a victory over Aaliyah. Finn Balor, no surprise here, a victory over Jinder Mahal. And Seth Rollins defeats Kane. Alright, so we move on to NXT. Will we see Serena in action? She is pictured, so it appears we will. Brian Kendrick takes on Ho Ho Loon. And there we go. Serena is in action. She's going to be taking on the latest call down. The latest woman to be victim of demotion, Carmella. So, let me get the music prepared, as of course we didn't know ahead of time what match we were going to have. Alright, we will have to watch the video package and intro because we did not start this episode with NXT, so we'll get to that now.
One of the best talents on the roster to date versus a formidable opponent.
All right, and in the opening match, Brian Kendrick picks up a victory over Ho Ho Loon. And here we go with our in-ring action for episode 72, just a week and a half away from NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, where Serena will be putting that NXT Women's Championship on the line. She takes on the latest member of the main roster to find her way back down to NXT, and Carmella, formerly of SmackDown Live. So here we go with our episode 72 match. Serena versus Carmella, looking to make a big splash in her return to NXT by moving up 2 slots in the NXT Women's Championship rankings. Here we go.
We got one-on-one action coming your way next.
Gonna be good.
We have a real fan favorite against an imposing adversary.
I think this whole arena's gonna start shaking.
keep on pouring out like I am endless. I don't run too fast, but I'm looking back and miles have passed. I can barely breathe, but I'm singing out like this is nothing to me. Impossible, impossible. Every morning I say another miracle. I can't believe I'm living the impossible. We are the sign, we are the wonder. Another day of living the impossible. FABULOUS. My name is Carmella. FABULOUS, yes. Diamonds on my neck. Yes, I'm fabulous. They keep hating on me, I don't stress. Don't got time for this, 'cause I'm fabulous. Capiche? Big hair, high heels, and the fur jacket. Style so fresh, you wishing you could check it. Ain't nobody else got money like this. Diamonds on my neck and a new leopard print. Fresh mani petty and designer brands. Got a necklace so big I can hardly stand. Everybody knows that I'm fabulous and I'm the baddest chick around. Try step to this. Come on. FABULOUS, yes. Yes. Diamonds on my neck. Yes, I'm fabulous. Fabulous, what's up?
Alright, so Carmella returning to NXT, where she made her name along with,
One-on-one matchup, and I don't think I have to remind anyone what's on the line here.
while managing Enzo and Cass, and then doing well on her own as in the NXT Women's Division, making her return after struggling as part of SmackDown Live.
I love it. Well, regardless,
Serena wasting no time. Chick kick connects. Series of knees to the face of Carmella. Stomp to the leg. Now Carmella on offense, but Serena with a reversal. Drags Carmella towards the center of the ring. Attacks the head. Forces Carmella on her stomach. Again, going back to that head. Really targeting the head of Carmella early on in this match is Serena. Stomp to the back. Looking to take flight.
This is dangerous right here.
Quickly gets out to that top turnbuckle. Wants Carmella on her feet.
She's starting to feel it.
Carmella tries to bring her down.
Back in control of this
Serena catches part of Carmella, but also part of the canvas.
Backing down.
Okay, I'll agree. She is looking a little off
Stomp
her
to the
game, but
leg.
Hey, it's nothing she can't overcome.
Carmella forces Serena working hold position. Knee to the back. Submission maneuver locked in. Serena breaks it quickly.
She fights her way out.
Elbow to the back. Roundhouse chop. Reversal by Carmella. Elbow to the back. Reversal by Serena. Kick and a swinging neck breaker. Goes for cover. Yay, pins work.
And she gets the
And
shoulders up.
Carmella powers out at two.
But she did.
Elbow strike to the back. Forces Carmella to her feet. Looking for the chick kick.
That's how
It
you
connects.
win the
Is
ladder
Serena
here
going to
in
make quick
WWE.
work of Carmella?
This is amazing.
No, elects not to go for a cover. If I had $1 for every time I said that past 2 episodes. And Serena looking for that drop kick through the middle ropes, but Carmella evades. Taking some time to taunt inside the ring, but here comes Serena. Forcing Carmella on the apron.
Interesting and dangerous.
And neck breaker from the middle rope.
And his heartless attack continues.
Oh man, this is getting. Wait a minute.
Goes for cover.
She's got the shoulders down.
Yeah, I think she's got her.
And Carmella grabs the rope. Serena forces Carmella to her feet. Carmella catches the leg. Serena reverses with the other leg. Nice reversal there by Serena. And a punch. Series of knees to the back. And reverse DDT takedown. Goes for cover.
Hoping to end it here. I hope so too. And the shoulders up.
Carmella powers out a 1.5.
She just will not go away. We're looking at complete domination.
Series of
here.
elbow strikes. Forces Carmella to her feet. Irish whip into the corner.
Carmella with a
Reversal
nice
by
reversal.
Carmella.
Great reversal.
Knee to the face.
What is keeping Carmella
Stomp
even
to the
going
arm.
at this point?
Carmella is really struggling, folks, and something's going to have to change if she expects to pull this out. Yeah, and when she goes back and watches this, she's going to point to this portion
Forces Carmella to her feet.
What the heck she was thinking. Wow. I was
Irish
really
whip into the
expecting a better
corner.
showing from her here tonight.
Carmella
She's
catches the
playing
leg.
entire team
Serena
as
reverses
roster
with the other
on
leg.
offense here. Nice reversal.
Takedown by Serena, but
She's having a real hard time getting back to her feet.
Serena, low on stamina, struggling to get to her feet. Can she make the cover or get to her feet in time? She gets to her feet. Forces Carmella to hers, looking for that chick kick again. It connects.
This is insane. Does this building have a curfew? I feel like
Reversal
we
by
might be here
Carmella.
all night. What a beating. Look at her opponents in such bad shape. She might start
Swinging
screaming
neck
for
breaker. Stomp to the chest.
Nobody home
Evade.
there.
Serena evades the second stomp.
That looked like the house has been empty for months.
Knotted punches by Serena.
I want to take a moment to thank all the fans at home tuning in for this Divas action.
And I want to take a moment
Reversal by Carmella.
to thank the WWE for having this Divas action. I
Stomp
love
to the
it.
chest, and Serena
Look out.
Serena bouncing off of the canvas there. That must have been a pretty
Guess you could say
heavy
she's
stomp.
Just a bit off the mark with that one.
Forces Carmella on the ropes. Looking for the Serena Sphere, adopted from her idol Trish Stratus. It connects.
This is insane. Does this
Serena
really
goes for the
have
cover,
a
center
in the
ring.
win?
And secures the victory.
It's all over.
I can't fly, but I keep finding myself soaring high above this. I have nothing left, but I keep on pouring out like I am endless. Impossible, impossible. I don't run too fast, but I'm looking back and miles have passed. I can barely breathe, but I'm singing out like this is nothing to me. Impossible, impossible. Every morning I say another miracle. I can't believe I'm living the impossible. We are the sign, we are the wonder. Another day of living the impossible.
Alright, so a big win for Serena. Her momentum continues as we inch closer and closer to her NXT Women's title defense at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn now a week and a half away.
This match has all the makings of a great one. Tag team action on the way.
We have a team led by one of our breakout talents, taking on an imposing force.
Alright, next up, Enzo and Cass take on the Authors of Pain. And it's going to be a victory for the Authors of Pain, who will move up 2 spots in the NXT Tag Team rankings with a non-title victory over the champions Enzo and Cass. Shinsuke Nakamura picks up a victory in triple threat action against Akira Tozawa and Rich Swann. TM61 defeats #DIY. Hideo Itami defeats Gran Metalik. And Lince Dorado picks up a non-title victory over NXT champion Oni Lorcan. He will move up 2 slots in the NXT Championship rankings. And now we move on to the Raw portion of main event. Will we see Serena in action again? We have a triple threat between Natalya, Emma, and Dana Brooke. The Miz takes on Darren Young, and Enzo and Cass take on the Hype Bros in the main event. So Serena will not be in action on this week's Raw portion of main event, so we're going to sim that. Alright, Dana Brooke with the upset victory over Raw Women's Champion Emma and Natalya, so she is going to move up 2 slots in the Raw Women's Division rankings. The Miz defeats Darren Young. And the Hype Bros defeat Enzo and Cass, so they get a non-title victory and will move up 2 slots in the Raw Tag Team rankings. We now move on to the SmackDown portion of main event, where we already know that there will not be any action. Though Corey continues. If Corey's struggles continue, he may have to go back to wrestling on the SmackDown edition main event to try to get his momentum back. Alright, Big Show defeats Kane. And another singles wrestler and another tag team wrestler in a singles match. It's the tag team wrestler again picking up the victory. Chad Gable defeats the Intercontinental Champion Sheamus, who takes the fall in this match, as well as Jinder Mahal. And Sami Zayn defeats Mark Henry. Alright, now we move on to 205 Live. Will we see Andrew in action? It appears we will, as there he is front and center in the Tonight Show. Austin Aries is as well, so looks like we were going to be seeing the AA Hardcore Cruisers in action, and right away that is the case. It's going to be the AA Hardcore Cruisers trying again to take on the Bollywood Boys, but it is the opening match, the same slot in the card where Andrew was attacked. Will we see deja vu, or will we actually see this tag team match between the Bollywood Boys and the Dudley Hardcore Cruisers. We find out in episode 73. Until then, this is Corey, signing off.